My dear viewers, remember the video, Typhoon Soala, aired on my channel just a little over a week ago? The forecast from the Hong Kong Observatory at the time was to expect severe widespread damage that could match that of another super typhoon Mangkhut that hit Hong Kong in 2018. This is footage from 2018 when Category 5 super typhoon Mangkhut hit Hong Kong.
In the beachside village of Sheko, massive waves.
But in actual fact, the storm ended in a whimper. The wind and rain were bad, but not nearly matched that of a Category 5 typhoon that it was supposed to be. The worst sustained gust only lasted less than 10 to 20 minutes when it was nearest Hong Kong just before midnight on the 1st of September. I supposed Hong Kong was lucky. There were fallen trees and debris everywhere. But only less than a tiny fraction of the widespread damage that Typhoon Mangkhut caused. Much of Hong Kong escaped largely unscathed, and that included Monkey Hill. I visited Monkey Hill that weekend, and it looked as though nothing had happened. The reservoir was still not filled, and the rainfall from Typhoon Soala wasn't nearly enough to compensate for the unusual dry spell of weather we had earlier. The aftermath of Typhoon Soala wasn't apparent until one crossed the dam. Quite a few trees had fallen, but nothing to write home to tell. And my favorite tree along Golden Hill Road was left intact. Indeed, Hong Kong seemed to have escaped from the worst of Typhoon Soala. The troops I follow, except Annie's, have all been accounted for. And touch wood, no one seemed to be missing. So everything was in order once again. And Typhoon Soala would be remembered as the one super typhoon that had brought 2 extra holidays to Hong Kong. But in actual fact, its aftermath wasn't properly felt until nearly a week afterwards. At about the same time Typhoon Soala was hitting Hong Kong, another typhoon, though one a weaker Category 2 Hana, also known as Haikui, was also on its way to the southern coast of China. On September 5th, 4 days after Typhoon Soala hit Hong Kong, Typhoon Haikui made landfall along the coast of Dongshan County, Fujian in China, causing severe flooding. Everyone in Hong Kong thought nothing about Typhoon Haikui as it had made its landfall almost 700 kilometers, or just a little over 400 miles northeast of the densely populated city. But 2 days later on the 7th, the last remnant of Typhoon Haikui caught everyone in Hong Kong by surprise. The last of its heavy rain cloud had arrived in Hong Kong. It was a dry day on the 7th, but by about 8 p.m., the downpour began. It was perfect timing for flooding as the drainage system had already been compromised by the fallen trees and debris brought by Typhoon Saola just less than a week earlier. But no one has expected this. The deluge brought nearly 158 millimeters or 6.2 inches in rain between 11 p.m. and midnight, the highest hourly rainfall since records began in 1884. Nearly half a meter of rain was recorded in most places in Hong Kong, and at some places, it was just 20 centimeters shy of 1 meter of rain before the night. The rainfall distribution map just tells you how crazy the rain had been since the 8th. Fortunately, the casualty count is low at 4 only from the flood and landslide so far. How about Monkey Hill? What's been the damage there? As a matter of fact, I will be visiting Monkey Hill this afternoon to find out. And I will be reporting back to you as soon as possible. By the way, my dear viewers, due to unforeseen circumstances, there will be no videos this week, but everything should be normal again by the 18th. Thank you for your understanding. And I will see you all soon.